Hello again, my name is Elise and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing like my mid-month empties because I'm about to go away and this is too much trash to be taking with me to Maryland and North Carolina and back to Virginia. So I'm just going to do it right now. I do have a good amount of stuff here, so I do think it's fair to say like this is a good midpoint for me. Today is June 12th and this will probably go up, today because why not? Okay. So first empty I'm going to pull out is my Almay makeup remover wipes. I actually found these in my closet. I got them last summer and they were just tucked away in like this container right here. And that was in my closet. And they were still moist. Like I was really surprised. I hate that word moist. But they were still in there. So I was like, okay, it's only like 2 or 3 in here. So let me use them up. I did not like these on my lips. They were awful. They tasted disgusting. So I would never repurchase this ever in my life. Okay, and then the next one is these Yes To Coconut 2-step lip kit mask. I actually still have part of the first step, which is what you're supposed to put on before you. It's like an exfoliator, basically, before you put the mask on. But I was just like, there's really no point, and I hate kind of when companies do this. Like, I understand why they put it in this packet, but why did you give me so much when there's literally only one mask in here? There's only one, and I'm pretty sure you can only use it one time. So I'm just like, I wish they put like a smaller container in here because this is kind of wasteful. It was a good exfoliator. I did like this more than I like the mask itself. So I would keep it, but I have other lip exfoliators I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm not even going to try and bother with this. So, and as a brand, I don't really like Yes To. Just things I've heard about them, and I have really sensitive skin, so I don't really drive with them. But this wasn't bad. Like, this wasn't bad. It's just I don't understand why there was so much of this. And then this tingled, which was weird. I think it was like a plumper type of thing. Yeah, a plumping lip mask. You see my lips. I don't need plumping, but I mean, a friend bought this for me, and I think it was a really good idea because I did need the exfoliating part. So the exfoliating was good. The lip mask was, it was meh. Okay. And then the next I have this charcoal pore mask. I got this from Francesca's for $3. I liked this. Like it did a really good job. It didn't dry out my skin. I have eczema on my face actually. And my foundation's just covering it up really well. But this I really liked and enjoyed. So I love Francesca's, and every time I get a chance, I try and stop by in there. So if I ever did want to go back in there, I think that these masks were like it was a good deal, like maybe 3 for $10. That doesn't make sense. 4 for $10. It was something where it was like you buy a certain amount, you get like $2 off. So I bought I think 3 of these, and I gave one away, and I have one more to use. So we'll see how that one goes, but I would repurchase this one. Next, I have this Maui Moisture Smooth and Repair Vanilla Bean Oil Mist. I like this personally. I had this for a long time. I found it on the clearance rack at Ulta for $3 when it was originally $9. So obviously I'm going to take the $9 price when I calculated in my empties. And I like the way it smelled. To get rid of this, because you know how oils can be kind of slow, I heated it up in the microwave and I did like a hot oil treatment type thing, and it really did a good job. It moisturized the top part of my hair, which can be kind of dry. So I really enjoyed that. The sprayer was a little iffy, so for that I wouldn't repurchase, but I would try other stuff from this line just because this was such a good experience. I'm sorry if you can hear the train. I live by a train. It's the perks of living in the middle of nowhere. The next thing I have is this First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser Red Clay Mask. And I thought it was okay. Like, I like this more than the other things I like from Fab Beauty. I don't like their repair cream. It's too thick to use on my face, but it's recommended to use on your face. And when I was going through this is usually where my eczema is. I had a huge eczema flare from like here to here, and it was like in the shape of Africa. When I was using that, and I went to the dermatologist and I showed him what I was using, he was like, yeah, this has some irritating ingredients in it. Like aloe vera can kind of be irritating when you're already in a flare like that. I'm not saying like, oh, if you just have eczema and it's just, you're not terribly broken out, but when your skin is already irritated, it's not going to help. You need something like Cream, which I love, which is going to be just calming and soothing and not going to be an irritant to you. So would I repurchase this? No. But I would recommend it to somebody who has oily skin. I have really dry skin, because when I was going through my oily skin phase, this was a good cleanser to use. So yeah, I would recommend that. I have this Happy Birthday Pocket Back from, where is this from? Bath and Body Works, probably. Yeah, it was okay. I used it all up, so it must have been okay. But I mean, I just feel like with hand sanitizer, it was such a big thing when I was little, so I adore them, but like for nostalgia reasons. But everybody knows you really don't need a really good, you just need it to work. Actually, you just need it to work. Just kill the germs and we'll be okay. So it was okay. I wouldn't mind getting some more sanitizers like that, but I mean, not that specific one. I'm not obsessed with that scent. The next thing I have is the Urban Decay Quick Fix. Somebody actually got this for me in, what do you call that? It was like a duo with this and the All Nighter spray. I liked the All Nighter spray. I liked how this felt. When I would spray it on my face, though, and it would go up my nose, it was weird. It was just a weird experience. Like, I guess I wasn't spraying it far enough from my face, but this was a good refresher. Like, it did feel like my skin was refreshed and hydrated. Would I repurchase this? I feel like if somebody gave it to me, I would repurchase this. I feel like this and the All Nighter worked really well together, so I probably would just get the duo because I do feel like there's value in that. So I would recommend this to somebody who has dry skin but wants a matte finish type of look once they're done with their makeup. Okay, I have some little samples. So here's the Clinique. It has a long name. Clinique Moisture Surge Hydrating Supercharged Concentrate. And I really like this. It was a gel-like consistency. I don't know if it has hyaluronic acid in it, but let me see. I don't think it has hyaluronic acid in it, but it was really good. It was really nice. I had a little eczema flare on my neck here, and I was like, using this for my face, but then I would take it down to my neck, and it was really moisturizing. I've already put this on my Pinterest board, so I can go ahead and purchase a travel size version of this. I don't like getting huge sizes of things because my curiosity changes all the time. So I'm just like, I always have to have something new. So I would want to get the travel size version of this, and then if I love that even more, then I would get the next size up. But it's only like $13, so I don't see the harm in buying that. The next thing I have is this True Living Pineapple Mango Wax Melt, and this is from 7-Eleven. This was a part of my this is not from 7-Eleven. This is from the dollar store, but it's part of my 7x7-Eleven Project Pan, and I would not buy more of these because I have a ton of wax melts, and I'm about to move, so I'm trying to get rid of all the wax melts I have before I buy another one. But the scent was long lasting. I would say I would get 2 or 3 days worth of good scent from it. For the price, I think this is only like $3, so I think that's a good amount of scent to get from this. Next I have this Shea Butter Pucker Up Lip Mask. And somebody bought these from me. I think they got it from Marshall's. And this did a really good job. I used this yesterday and it was really good. I have about 3 more of these to use. Excuse me. And I'm probably going to use them in the next 2 weeks. So they're probably going to be in my final empties. And then I have about 3 more empties here. Oh, well, I'll count these as... This is a deep bag here. Okay, so here's a little tube of Cream Light Lotion. So my my dermatologist actually gave me like 6 of these when I went to go see him because he saw that huge Africa-sized patch I had on my face and he just pitied the shit out of me. So that's why I had like 6 of these. They were super useful. I actually just bought a full size of the Cream Light Lotion off of Amazon. I bought the face lotion and I bought the face cleanser, and I've been using both of them, and they kind of been helping with my eczema, but I still have been flaky, and I do think What's helping me even more is just allergy medicine. I think it's like something in the air that's exposing me to it. So it's like there's not much I can do on the outside. It's probably what I'm eating or something like that that's causing me to have such a reaction. So just the allergy relief medication has really been helping me. And then my last two empties are the Jor-El Parker Fango Mud Mask. I got this from Ipsy, and like I said where did I say? With the Fab Deep Cleanser, the First Aid Beauty Deep Cleanser, I would recommend this to someone who has oily skin. Like I used to have really oily skin, because it is a clay mask and because it's pretty heavy, like in a sense that if you want a good clay mask that you feel is going to clean you out, this will clean you out. Like my pores was sucked dry, like everything was cleaned out. So I would definitely recommend this for someone with oily skin or someone who wears a lot of makeup and just wants to get like a really deep clean from your pores. And the last thing I got was this Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Primer. I got this in an Ipsy as well. And I've had this for a long time. I feel like this sample lasts me a good amount of time. I only do my makeup, maybe 4 or 5 days a week. And I've had this for maybe a year. So I would say maybe with like 2 weeks of constant use, you would get out of this little sample depending on how much you use. And I think that's a good amount for a sample because in 2 weeks time, you're going to really decide if you like something or if you don't like something. So I would recommend this to someone, especially if you have dry skin. I want to get the actual setting spray as well, the primer or setting spray, the larger size of this. I also wouldn't mind picking up the tube version of this as well. It's already on my in search of board, which I'll try and link below because I think I have a pretty good Pinterest board full of stuff that I've tried from Ipsy and Swap Sisters and everything like that. So that is pretty much all of my empties. I know that my total has been, like I did some of my total a couple days ago, but I've since added some items. So I'm going to say it's around the $20, $30 mark. By the end of this, like that was before I added the Urban Decay and this spray here. So I definitely believe by the end of the month, I'm going to have close to $100. That's been my goal, to use up $100 worth of product a month. And I think I've hit that goal every month. Last month, I was in like $560 worth of items used up. And I was thinking like, okay, I'm going to try and do like a platinum type thing, like reverse platinum. If you ever heard of reverse rouge, where it's like you try to use up $1,000 worth of items. I was going to try and use up like, how much is it? $400 worth of Ulta items or items you can find at Ulta. And I think I've pretty much surpassed that. The only thing is sometimes I count candles. Sometimes I count items that haven't been able to come from Ulta. It just all depends on what I'm using up. But definitely by the end of this year, I'll definitely be able to hit reverse platinum roughly at the same time that I'm hitting the real platinum because my birthday is so late. But thank you for watching this video. I tried to make it as short as possible. I'm not a big editor type of person. I try not to ramble. So I'm glad I could just get this under 15 minutes. If you have any recommendations or, you have any questions about the products that I've used, feel free to comment below. And like I said, I'll link my panning Instagram full of other things I've panned, as well as my total and my Pinterest board. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.